Hello, I'm Jessie J and I'm here to answer some of your questions. So let's kick things off with @AUpCharlie tweeted, why does Jessie call Dr. Luke and Claude Kelly Coconut Man and Moonhead? The reason I call Dr. Luke Coconut Man is because he doesn't stop talking about coconuts. He's in the studio and he basically goes on and on about facts about coconuts. And I came up with a character for him called Coconut Man, and the voice is, in 1945, when I was writing I Kissed a Girl, I was sitting underneath a coconut tree. So it kind of became our in thing. Claude Kelly is called Moonhead because his head's like a moon. Simple. And I'm P, just in case you guys wanted to know. Next question. Danielle from Toledo, Ohio. How did you get involved with collaborating with Bob, aka B.O.B.? I basically finished Price Tag, sat with Claude and Dr. Luke, aka Luke, drop the doctor, and wanted to get somebody on the track. And I loved B.O.B. I really thought he'd be perfect for the song, so we sent the track to his label. He loved it, and he wanted to jump on the track. So I flew to Buffalo and then around America to follow him until he recorded it. So it was an experience. So that's that question. Next up, Alison from Detroit, Michigan. How would you describe your sound? Do you feel you fit under a genre? I think I'd definitely describe myself as pop, just because for me pop stands for popular. I don't think I'd ever kind of pigeonhole myself that, you know, I don't think music should have any limits, and I think that my album's really eclectic, so I'd kind of say my music's emotional, if that fits into a genre. Ashley from Omaha, Nebraska. Who were some of your favourite artists growing up? I used to listen to everything from Aretha Franklin to Mariah Carey to TLC to Eternal to Whitney Houston, Lauryn Hill, D-Train, Funkadelics, Joan Armatrading, Tracy Chapman. A big wide range of artists, including musical theatre, so I was kind of not an ignorant musician as growing up. I used to have a lot of different music around me, Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, you know, all the good stuff. Katie from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Will you be coming back to London before heading off to Australia? No, I won't be, sorry. I'm heading straight from here tonight at 4 AM. I'm going to Canada, and then I'm going to Australia, then I'm going to New Zealand, and then I come back to London for about a week, and then I come back here, then I go to the Bahamas, then I fly around the world. But you guys in the UK, that's where I'm from, guys, I'm flying the flag. Okay. Jamie from Evansville in Indiana. So hardcore names, love it. What is your favourite thing to do when you're not playing music? I love to eat. I love to go to theme parks. I love bowling. I like the cinema. I like hanging out with friends and laughing a lot. I like watching telly, especially telly that doesn't really mean I have to think very much, like reality TV shows like Kardashians and Jersey Shore. Ariana from Birmingham, Alabama. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be? It breaks my heart every time to say the person I would collaborate with dead is Michael Jackson. I don't like that word, passed away. His music shall ever live on though. Alive, I would have to say either Prince or Beyonce would be my ultimate dream collaboration. Robbie from Missoula, Montana. Do you think Who You Are will have as much success in the US? I'd like to think so, you know. I think dreaming is believing, and I think you have to aim big. I think life is about, you know, aspiring to the kind of the top, even though there's no top, you know. You just have to keep growing. I don't like saying that. I'll see at the top because there is no top, you know. Life's about growing and learning and just becoming, you know, the kind of the best that you can be. So fingers crossed. Let's hope so. Sabrina Tascon, hope I've got that right, Arizona. If you're only allowed to listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be? That is a really good question. It'd be Sabrina, I'm not being funny, but this is a really good question. Miseducation, Lauryn Hill. Soul Weekender. I'm going to be good and just say 2, even though I don't want to answer that question because it's too good. Dana from Baton Rouge, it's such funny when I say it, Louisiana. What is price tag about in your opinion? Price tag isn't about living for free. Price tag is about making sure that everything doesn't always become about money and it being too serious, you know. I know that you can't live for free. It's very funny when people say, if you don't care about the price tag, then why isn't it a free download? And I wish it worked like that, but you know, I don't think my label would be very happy. It's basically about life becoming too much about what you own and what you wear, and you know, and I just think life sometimes is fun, and you have to remember that and be young and be spirit free. You know, when you're a kid, you don't care what you wear or how much money you have. You know, it's price tag is about, for me personally, it was definitely much about being signed, you know, and everything being about budgets and percentages, and my life just became so much about that, and I wanted to put it in a pop song, so I did. Kelly from Lebanon, New Hampshire. What's the best way for you to connect with your fans? The best way for me is probably Twitter, because it's my phone and it's in my hand, and it's the easiest thing to kind of do when I'm literally 24 hours a day I'm working. It's really, really hard to kind of explain sometimes how much I do in one day, and I don't often have the time to sign into Facebook, and you know, I have my HQ now on Facebook that, you know, upload stuff for you guys, but my Twitter is me, always is me, so if I ever reply, it is me. I know I don't have a blue tick yet. Twitter, sort yourselves out. Yeah. Christina from Orlando, Florida. What are some of your musical guilty pleasures? To party in the USA. Guilty music. I'd have to say, I don't know. I'm going to come back to that. Romina from Lubbock. Wow, there's amazing names. Texas. What are your up and coming tour plans? I'd love to say the dates, but it's not up to me, unfortunately. There's a big team around me that have to decide if I'm good enough. No. It's basically about if enough people kind of, you know, buy the album and support me to show that they'd fill out venues. I'd love to do a tour. I will make sure that it happens, fingers crossed. Monica from Columbus, Georgia. How did you make the transition from writing songs for others into performing them for yourself? This is the one thing that people seem to think I started off writing songs for others. I didn't. Everything I've ever given away, I actually wrote for myself, and it didn't suit me, or I didn't think it fitted my album or kind of the sound of me. Part in the USA was written for myself, and I decided to give it to Miley. I Need This I also kept for myself, as well as giving to Chris Brown. But now I think I've grown up a lot, and I can sit down and write a song for people specifically. But I love writing songs. It's something that you cannot turn off, which is great. Laura from Scranton, Pennsylvania. What is your favourite part about recording in the studio? Probably the outcome, like hearing the song really start to form, you know, or when you do a harmony that just is ooh, and you get the best thing about like doing a studio session is when you get people walking past and they're like nodding their head, and you kind of think, okay, that's good. It's also the atmosphere as well. It's really nice to kind of be around incredible producers like Toby Gad and Dr. Luke and Oak and The Invisible Men and Parker and James, and songwriters like Claude Kelly, and just having that kind of energy around you is an amazing opportunity. Taylor from Bloomington, IL. Who inspires you? Everyone, to be honest. It can be a fan, it can be family, friends, my team around me, myself, television shows, films, artwork, a tree, anything. I think inspiration should just come from beauty and kind of the moment that you're in. I definitely think my mum and dad are the biggest inspiration in my life. They're the most amazing people. They've shown me what love is and what you need to have love that survives. But my fans inspire me every day to carry on. Lauren from Wilmington, NC. Do you see a big difference between your fans here and in the UK? I always get this question. No, fans are kind of as amazing everywhere I go. Obviously the accent's different, but everyone's kind of, you know, equally as amazing and waits out in the cold for me to come out after I've done all my interviews, and if I can stop I will, and if I can't then I hope that they can understand. But no, fans are my heartbeats, you know. You guys completely rock. I'm going to do one more question and then I'm going to have to wrap it up. Jessica from Tuscan, that one place, Tuscan, AZ. Do you think you'll ever change up your sound? What is my sound? You know, I think music is. I think Do It Like I Do to price tag to who you are very different. And I think that music is about experiencing things. And if I want to do a song that's covered in auto tune, then maybe I will. If I want to do a song with just a guitar and some bongos, then I might do that. I've never really felt like I have to fit, you know, into something. I'm going to do one more because I'm enjoying this and then I'll go. Nikki from Philadelphia, PA. How did you celebrate your success when Party in the USA went to the top of the charts? What did I do? I went to a restaurant with all my friends called the Blue Elephant in Fulham, and it's got a river in the restaurant and it's amazing food, and I had crocodile and lobster and ate a lot of food. And then we went to a place called Yo-Yo's in, where is it? Notting Hill, and we danced the night away and I was very, very excited, and it was good times. And that's all from me, folks. Jessie J, over and out. Peace.